Greetings, YouTube. Today I'd like to talk about a new belt buckle. As you can see here, there is the post for the leather hole in the belt. The hole in the leather belt, I should say. The hole is not itself leather. The hole is the absence of leather, I suppose. And here we have the opening where you would actually pass the belt through and then clip it closed with the snap. So it would then go this way or this way, depending on how you wear your belt. And pass through the hole in the leather belt and hold your belt in place. But this is more than just a belt buckle. You can take that post off and it is now a paperweight. Isn't that awesome? Multitasking at its best. All right, let's stop that now. This is obviously a knuckle duster. I'm not 100% sure what this material is. It's heavier than aluminum. It just could be cast, some cast white metal. It's been coated to make it look like it's brass. It is not brass. It's not that heavy. I picked this up at a shop in Claremont, New Hampshire, which dealt in manly things. It was kind of like this dude man cave decor store, believe it or not. Yeah, it was a thing. And they had these there, and I picked it up. It was $15. I could probably pay less online, but I would have had to pay shipping. So, you know, there you go. And I never actually owned a set of knuckle dusters. No. Here you go. There are all your angles. So, what do I like about this design? Well, I like that it's tapered. That it's wider here than here. So it means that you're going to have less inside your palm, which is good. And you're going to have more out here, which is also good because the wider the surface area is, the greater energy will be dissipated over that surface area. Less likely you're going to end up having these arches collapse on you. Now realize an arch is an incredibly stable design, and it's good for dissipating energy. Energy coming in here will be dissipated in either direction, which is good. And I mean, I've never gotten to actually use these, mind you. This is just something because I never had a pair and I wanted a pair. However, if I were to design my own pair, something that I would actually consider doing someday if I ever can actually put together the few items I need in my shop. I need a drill press, and I really need a fully functional workbench, which, with any luck, I will have sometime in the near future. What would I do? Using these as a jumping off point, because I really happen to like that taper. I think that's an excellent design. What would I do differently? Well, I'd probably keep this. I like this. It lightens it up, both visually and in a material. I may make it ever so slightly thicker. This is an 1/8 inch probably. I'd probably go a little bit thicker, not quite a 1/4 inch, maybe 5/16. Or sorry, 3/16. Yeah, 3/16. So a little bit thicker than it is now. These here, I would bring down. There would not be a scallop right there. It would be flat from there to there. It would be a flat point. That would make machining easier. I think that's somewhat extraneous. But the biggest change I would make is I would make this one flat surface all the way across. So you would not have these little triangular divots like that. It would just be one solid piece. Now, why would I do that? Well, one is it's increased mass. And that's going to help you impart more energy in your target. But another, because the larger the surface area is, the better it is going to be at dissipating energy. And these would now become very much strong points to you as opposed to potential weak points. The distances between the actual holes for your knuckles is quite good. I don't have a problem, and the thickness of these separators is quite nice. It feels quite good in the hand, even though I'm wearing a ring. And it's still quite comfortable. And I do it with my right hand. It is also still quite comfortable, even though I am also wearing a ring on that hand. So I think it's a solid design. And I have I mean, it's just a knockoff Chinese made. It doesn't have any markings. I don't think at all. Maybe it does. Does it have any markings? Give me a sec. Oh yeah, it does, right there. Here you go. China. But that's it. There's no name in it or anything. So I think it's kind of cool. I'm kind of glad I have it in my collection. And if you actually put the post back on, if I can get that on there for you. I don't want to cross-thread it. There we go. If you were to actually push the post facing the back of your hand, you'd still be able to use this with the post in place without having to worry about snapping it off, I don't think. If you put it on this side, I think you'd have a definite chance of it snapping off. Back there like that, I don't think that's an issue, and it's not going to hurt your hand at all either. I don't ever actually recommend using knuckle dusters. You're carrying a knuckle duster to use, or as a quote-unquote self-defense device. This device is used for one thing and one thing only, hurting another human being. That, to my mind, is going to be questioned a lot. If you have a concealed carry permit, maybe it won't be questioned so much. But a lot of people see these as fighting tools. A pistol can be used as considered a self-defense weapon, but you can use a pistol as a distancing item and as to get someone to go away. If you're using a pair of knuckle dusters, it's going to be a lot less, not more difficult to convince someone to go away when you seem to be inviting them in for a little tussle. And a knife, which is a tool, can be used in self-defense, but it's also a tool. You can't really use this for anything else other than a belt buckle or a paperweight. So I guess in that regard, you consider it a multi-tool. If you have a need for a belt buckle or a paperweight. But frankly, when I'm out and about, I don't have many needs for paperweights, and I always seem to be able to find an item in the environment I'm in to act as one when in the rare occasions I do need a paperweight. So there you have it, folks. My first pair of knuckle dusters.